Great if you could give us an overview of what you've been working on and the team and how the idea for your product came about.
So basically, we're working on an extension for a vending machine, which would enable you to accept any kind of payments except the coins and the bills, which the vending machines already do. So you would be able to accept like PayPass cards, or gift cards, or loyalty cards, or business badge.
Yep.
So like if it's in an office, you could just use it to get free food, or you could even use Bitcoins to accept payment through this. This is how it should look like. Just having a few issues there. So basically, it should look like this.
Great.
So that's the way you control the menu. Even though it's a touch screen, in a vending machine, you shouldn't use a touch screen because it could break easily. And here's the wireless module.
Yep.
So you would just tap your card here. So in the menu, you select what you want. You can click to make a selection, or you can move around. And when you get to the point to pay, you just tap your card, and then your drink would come out of the vending machine.
Excellent, excellent. How did you come up with the idea for this product? Was it an existing problem or something you were familiar with, or what sort of inspired you to come up with this solution?
Well, with Kevin, we're working on a different project.
Okay.
Which is with cards for authentication and for payment.
Yep.
And those cards also support Bitcoin payments. And so far, Bitcoins are really used online,
yep.
and you cannot use them, in store. And like we just manufacture the cards, and we want to build an ecosystem around it. And this would be, one part of the ecosystem that you can use it at vending machines.
Cool, cool. So have there been any problems you've encountered over the last day and a half that you hadn't foreseen, or any particularly tough challenges coming up with this solution?
Yeah, of course there were a lot, because we didn't even intend to pitch. Like on Friday, the pitching started and there were only 3 or 4 people lining up. So, yeah, why not? I mean, there aren't enough teams there. So, and we were kind of surprised because of mentioning the word Bitcoin, and so many people turned up. Then the first issues we had, they provided lots of equipment, but they had no screens at all.
Okay.
So on Saturday we had to buy a screen, and then, as you see, there are many different kind of boards here, and we worked with the screen on a different board, which it works well with, but with the this board which the organizers are handing out, it's not working well.
Okay.
I can demonstrate that to you. I'll just turn it on. It takes a while, so we can go on with other questions.
Okay. So, what do you see? You've obviously made quite a lot of progress during the weekend's hackathon. Do you see it? I presume from this particular product, you will go forward with it afterwards. But what's next? How far do you think you'll get today, and what's the next step?
Well, we actually, like last week, we only heard about the hackathon like 2 weeks ago, and we just got in last week. And last week it wasn't clear that it will be like a startup weekend. So we thought it's just a hackathon. And the difference I see there is a hackathon where you just work on stuff and you won't really focus on the business side.
Yeah.
But here we have to focus on business side, which we didn't really do yet.
Okay.
So I guess today we will just spend the rest of the time on the business side, to present a pitch. And I don't think it's still booting. I don't think we will have enough time to get it to an actual demo phase today.
Okay.
So that's the issue we're seeing. You see how slow it is just to clean the screen.
Yeah.
And then when we get to the text part, you will see it just bit by bit.
Yeah.
So it's not really usable. But on these, which are much slower devices, it's instant.
Okay. And I guess just one final question. It'd be good to hear what you've enjoyed most about the hackathon weekend, and anything that you've really enjoyed.
Yeah, for me personally, there were 2 things. Like, it was very well organized on the catering part. So like the food was insane. It was really nice.
Yeah.
It's finished. And the other thing, I never used like Arduino boards or these prototyping boards before. And I thought it would be, either the software would be more dumb and you wouldn't have that many opportunities and ways to do things. Or it would be too hard on the hardware side, but actually it's opposite for both. So you have lots of flexibility on the software, and it's not that hard, to pull things together. So I would continue using these, after this.
Great stuff.